Okay, today we're making a pie. Now look, this isn't like a new series, like we're making pie. No, we're seriously just making a pie for the fair that I'm going to enter and maybe win. Why, may you ask, am I making a pie? Honestly, it's a thing I'm doing off on whim because apparently pies are really easy to make. Like, if you've never made a pie before, they're really fucking easy to do. Like, I always thought growing up, like, oh, making a pie, that'd be... Because my mom never made a pie, so I just assumed it was really difficult to do. No, it's one of the easiest things to do. And when I say it's an easy thing to do, trust me, it's an easy thing to do. So, we are making a oh, okay, I'm Jamaican now. Cinnamon pecan pie. No, okay, then I transitioned to like a Texan accent. I'm offending so many of you, I'm sorry. Because there's so many Jamaicans and Texans in my audience. Alright, so a cinnamon pecan pie. Real easy to do, takes 15 minutes to set up, and then most of the time it's just baking it. So we're going to want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Our ingredients are eggs, brown sugar, corn syrup, light or dark, butter, ground cinnamon, vanilla extract, pecans, and then a pie crust, which all that shit easy to get. Alright, so pretty much all you have to do, like seriously, all you have to do is just add all the ingredients with the exception of like the pie crust. You just add all that shit into a bowl, you stir it, and then you put it in the pie crust, and then you bake the pie. And that's the fuck it. That's it. That's it. You just, like, there's like 3 steps to this in the instructions. Like, step number 1, preheat the oven. Whoa, we're a third of the way there. Step number 2, throw everything in a bowl and stir it. Step number 3, bake the fucking pie. It even says that right here. Bake the fucking pie. Easy. Don't really know where I got these instructions, but yeah, I think the word fuck needs to appear in the instructions more often. Like, come on, just beat the eggs, you fucking idiot. It's not hard to do. Alright, so let's do this. Eggs first. Try not to mess this up, because this is going to actually be for a contest. Yeah. So my mom is like a huge... She enters the county fairs like every year. Like, usually she enters like a shit ton of stuff. Like last year it was like 18 things. And this year she's not entering anything, so I figured, you know what, I'll enter something then. You're always entering like 30 things in the freaking county fair. I'll enter something. So, yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, so I decided to do that, really. That's all the real motivation I need. I have no real desire. Check that out. It's a smiley face spoon. I have really no... Actually, let me try something. That'd be kind of cool if I could do this. Yeah, I really have no expectations to become like a baker or something. It's just literally just something off on a whim. Alright, something you might want to do though is just, you might want to wait until, you want to do the corn syrup last. Just because, like, for measuring it, like, because I'm using the same measuring cup for the brown sugar as I am for the corn syrup. So, and the corn syrup obviously very sticky, very gooey, so you might want to save that for last because it'll cling to the side of the measuring cup. Alright, brown sugar. Gotta love me some brown sugar. Getting it all over the counter, don't care. Gotta pound that down. The thing with the brown sugar, man, is you gotta pound that down. You gotta pound that down, man. Pound down that sugar. Pound it down. Get in there. Get the in there. Okay, probably should calm down a little bit if I really want this to be, you know, winning a prize, you know. This is how real baking's done. You know, everybody in that contest gonna be a bunch of little old ladies, you know, I'm gonna bake a pie now, and then I'm gonna win the contest, and I'm gonna be like, damn straight I won this contest, and here's the video on how I did it. And they'll be watching it like, oh, this is not the baking I grew up with. No, this is extreme baking. Do you see how I make toast? Do you see how I make toast, old lady? I'm being a little bit ageist there. Ageist, yeah, that's not the most pretentious word you ever heard of in your life. Racist, and then sexist, and then ageist. If you're against somebody because of their age. I heard of that word. I forget when it was, but it was some live stream. Death Note guy and was it Uber Hikari? Somebody got into some sort of argument. Like I said, I'm missing part of this, so if I'm leaving somebody out or if I'm mistaking somebody for somebody else, but yeah, there was this big argument on this live stream once, and the word ageist came up, and someone called someone else an ageist, and I didn't even know what the word meant, so I had to go read on it. Not hard to understand, but First time I've ever actually heard that word in an actual argument. I'm almost out of brown sugar, which isn't good because we need a cup of this shit, and we only have about 3/4. So I hope we have more brown sugar. Otherwise, this is going to be bad. Oh no, we're good. We good. We good up in the hood. Now I've alienated all the black viewers. Great. Gotta stop doing that. Is this how you bake shit? This is how I bake shit, man. Duchess is running around just doing stuff, being a dog. Let's see. Filmed a video earlier. Did my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories Let's Play, so that'll probably be up by the time this is going on. We still got a little bit more left. Let me tell you guys, you gotta pound that down. Pound it down. You will never hear the phrase pound it down used more aptly for brown sugar. Yeah, you gotta pound it down. Just, yeah, get in there. Get in there. Pack it in. Can never have enough sugar. Can never have enough sugar. Okay. Even if you're diabetic, you can never have enough sugar. Okay. There we go. It just comes off in a plump. Alright. So we got that. Used up a bag of that. It's empty. Alright, so brown sugar. What is next? 2 tablespoons of butter, which I did not prepare previously. That's my bad. I apologize. Not really. Don't care. Okay. Probably should use a bowl for that. I should have been using a butter knife for this, because, butter knife. Probably should have taken off the wrapping, too, first. Just the greatest baker in the world. It'd be great if I win, after doing all this. This is being cooked in the most haphazard way possible. Okay. 2 tablespoons of butter, melted. Well, we're making quick work of that, and that's in progress. Okay, and then the cinnamon. Cinnamon. I know we have cinnamon. We have cinnamon. We have cinnamon. I think the last time we used this was actually for that video where I made cinnamon toast. Hands are all brown sugary. Yeah. Okay. Is that melted to you? Looks melted to me. Okay. Toss that in there. Yeah. Alright, cinnamon. Half a teaspoon. Full teaspoon. They're all faded, so I can barely make out what it says. Okay. I have a little bit of an issue with cinnamon ever since I tried that cinnamon challenge thing back in 2012. Yeah, that wasn't, if you're ever gonna do that, let me tell you something, guys. I can't control what you do. Alright, I'm not your daddy, but, well, except for you, Michael. I'm your daddy. But I really would recommend that you don't. It's one of those things that when I decided to do it, I just figured like, oh, well, even if I fail, it'll be kind of funny, or it won't have any negative repercussions. No, when you do it, and this was not something. Oven is ready to go. This was not something that was originally known to me. You could easily die if you do that the wrong way. Like, if you don't have, like, water on standby when you do the cinnamon challenge, like, I had a bottle of water next to me in case because it will coat your throat and you will asphyxiate yourself. You could seriously fucking pass out from doing the cinnamon challenge and possibly die. So I guess that's my advice for you. If you want to do the cinnamon challenge, that's cool, man. That's awesome. More power to you. Just make sure you have some sort of water on standby or someone next to you that could dial 911 if you start, start making the Jabba the Hutt death throws on the floor. Okay. So, what is next? We got pure vanilla. Woo. That's some vanilla right there. We got 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Carefully. Drip, 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 drip. Okay, now this is too carefully. Alright, that maybe a couple more drips. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay, cool. Okay, gonna stir that in. And with that being said, I think the only thing we have left to do is the adding in the corn syrup next, and then the pecans. And then we'll be good. So let's just do that now. Let's do the corn syrup. This is Caro corn syrup. Yeah, this recipe I'm using is from like the Caro website. So everything on here is like 1 cup of Caro light or dark corn syrup. You know, you gotta shill your own products, right? Any kind of corn syrup will work. So I went to Walmart to get this today, and I assumed it was gonna be like, you know, in the baking aisle, because why else would you use corn syrup? Like, what other purpose could you possibly have with corn syrup other than for baking needs? Like, you don't use it for anything else. It's meant for baking. That's what it's supposed to be there for. So, and it even has a recipe for the pecan. I didn't even have to print this out. The recipe for the pie is on the back. Anyway, yeah. So I go to the baking aisle, and I'm looking all over for this shit, and I can't find it. You know where it was? It was in the breakfast aisle next to the... Hold on, I don't even need to... Hold on, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to take off the freaking cap. It was next to, like, the freaking breakfast syrup, you know? Like, you know, the syrup, like, you know, Aunt Jemima's, like, you put on your freaking pancakes. I'm like, why? Like, nobody puts corn syrup on their fucking pancakes. If you put corn syrup on your pancakes, please stop. Not good. Not good at all, sir. I don't think you're going to be one for this world very much longer. Okay, okay, and we're good. Okay, and then it's more fun to use a spatula with this. Ta-da! Yeah, SpongeBob lied to us. Because SpongeBob always used that metal thing. That's a turner, not a spatula. This is an actual spatula. It's rubber. So, just another thing that our childhood has failed us on. It's all good, though. Pretty cool idea, though. Nickelodeon's bringing back some 90s cartoons. That's coming back. So, like, Hey Arnold, they're going to have a whole... I don't think it's not a separate network. I think it's just like a separate part of the network of Nickelodeon called The Splat, which is going to have, like, you know, like Hey Arnold and Rugrats and all the cartoons that grew up in the 90s. Real Monsters. You know, back when cartoons, you know, were something called fucking funny. None like this crap we have today with your regular show and your Amazing World of Gunballs and your Adventure Times and your Steven Universes. I'm actually kidding. Cartoons today are as good, if not better, than when I was a kid, you know? Because you have cartoons now, like, the shit with, like, Steven Universe and Adventure Time, they do more than just try to make you laugh. They try to build a world, they try to, like, tell an epic story, you know, and there's a sense of continuity, I think, that just didn't exist in earlier cartoons, you know? Like, there was, like, a sense of continuity in, like, Hey Arnold, but it was about a kid living in the Bronx, alright? This wasn't, like, a big epic adventure going on here. And to be honest, there probably was a cartoon like that. I mean, there's like a Johnny Quest. Do you remember Johnny Quest? Yeah, there was a redone version of Johnny Quest, and like Captain America. But I don't know. Then again, cartoons in the 80s always had to tell a fucking message. You know, like G.I. Joe or the Captain Planet was the most obvious, because that one was actually made to basically create a message about, you know, kids, you should turn your light off when you walk outside the room, because blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. Just make the superhero and beat people up. Hoggish Greedley. Yeah, because I'm gonna do business. I'm gonna grow up. I'm gonna do business with a guy named Hoggish Greedley. Yeah, that's a good idea right there. That guy seems completely trustworthy, right? Just making sure it's all, you know, stirred up here. All right, I think we're ready for the pecans. Now it calls for 1 to 1.5 cups of pecans, so I was just going to pour these in, but it probably would be a little bit accurate here, so we'll do it this way. Okay. By the way, these things freaking expensive, man. They're like $5-6 for this shit. Oh, it goes up to 2 cups. Oh, okay. Well, let's pour a little bit back in there. Thought it was a 1-cupper. Yeah, it's good. Just pour all those in. Stir them in really nice. You want to see what it looks like. There you go. Oh, wow. Ah, you can't even... Oh. There. So not really much in the way of the appetizing department yet, but... That's just the filling. That's just the filling. I do not think I'm really going to win anything off this, because if I do, I will be honestly quite surprised, honestly, about that. Alright, so with that being said, last time I made the pie I had a Oreo pie crust, but I'm not really sure I didn't want to go with that this time just because it might have didn't really taste right with the chocolate and cinnamon pecan. Okay, now here's the annoying part of the process. You'll see, getting the damn pie in here. So what I'm going to do here, pull out this camera a little bit, open up the oven. You'll understand why I'm doing this in advance here. Okay. Hold on, I want a close-up for this. Yeah, and then the bowl just falls, and then all my best laid plans are just completely ruined. Okay. Never used the digital zoom on this thing before, but here you go. Alright. I feel like I should do a found footage movie with this. That's what I could do with this. Same thing with the making toast, you know. I was doing the making toast video, and I'm just like, you know what? I can do more than this than just, you know, make toast. I could let's do like a found footage. Like let's do like the whole allegory for depression and shit. That's what I can do here, where I'm like making a pie, and then you see like ghosts in the background. You know. That's the scary part. Looks like a pie tray full of baked beans. But, yeah, we're good. Okay. That was the scary part there. Careful. It's all evened out. Everything looks okay. Alright, and we're gonna cook that little sucker for 50 to 55 minutes. No, timer. There we go. And that's pretty much it. That's how you make a pecan pie. So there's really not much to say beyond that. I'll probably turn this back on when I'm time to open it up. I'm going to clean this place up a little bit. So my mom's actually coming home and she's got to make a cake for the same fair, so I probably should clean all this shit up. But yeah, that's literally all there is to it. You just throw a bunch of stuff in a bowl and then throw it in a pie crust, and then you make a pie. So if you ever had any false ideas like making a pie is you have to be like, you know, freaking Betty Crocker or some shit. No, it's easy, trust me. Alright, well, maybe other kinds of pie are difficult. I've only ever actually made this one kind of pie. But yeah, and well, honestly, all you have to really do is just get like a can of pie filling and then get the pie crust and then cook it. Then bake it. There you go. Well, you know. Alright, well, I'll see you when I open the pie up. Okay, it is just about done. 10 seconds. I could just open it now, but I have to, it's the tension now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I heard you the first time! Ooh, it's poofy. So, just... Here is our end result. Pie. Pie. I heard you! Okay, well, I'm just gonna go set this over here now. Okay. And that's it. Turned out pretty good. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. Turn that off. And yeah, I'll let you know if I win. Hope I do. Bye!